Well, hello everyone. It's been a long time. Actually, 2 weeks ago today, I actually had my operation for my total knee replacement. And yesterday, no, it was 2 days ago. I actually attempted to get out on my bicycle and used the throttle all the way to the post office and back. I have to go drop something off. And so today's my first day actually using the bicycle, and I'm actually pedaling. 2 weeks after total knee replacement. I think that's totally amazing. So anyhow, my journey continues. My recovery from the total knee replacement has been nothing short of miraculous, in my opinion. Hello there, how are you doing?
How about you?
Great, great. 2 weeks ago I had a total knee replacement.
Wow.
And I'm on my bike today.
So you start exercising?
Yes, I'm just gonna go up and down the block a few times, just kind of get my knee. I can get around the pedal, so I'm just gonna try to work it out a little bit without getting too sore.
Well, you go for it.
Thank you. All right, take care. Bye. All right, that was my neighbor, next door neighbor. Yes, oh, this feels good. I actually feel really good pedaling. Nice and good action for my knee. I went to physical therapy yesterday and she had me on a stationary bike for 10 minutes with virtually no load. I put a little bit of load on it, but it was really indistinguishable. So right now I have it on pedal assist 1 and I'm in 3rd gear and I'm just riding up and down the block here. So it's kind of cool. But yeah, I was saying that my surgery, my recovery from surgery was nothing short of miraculous, in my opinion. They told me that they after surgery, hours after surgery, they try to get you up after you come out of the recovery or wake up from the anesthesia. They try to get you straight into physical therapy and have you up and trying to walk around and get on the leg and get on the walker and go around the hospital a little bit, up and down the halls. Unfortunately, my first day, they didn't have any rooms, regular rooms. I was in the recovery room, and they didn't have any regular rooms available for the patients. Okay, still gonna go slow. So by the time they got a room for me, PT was gone for the day. I didn't get there until close to 5 o'clock. Okay, let's see this. Someone's calling me. Let's see what that's all about. Hello? Hello. All right, well, goodbye. That's what the typical telemarketers. I shouldn't have answered the phone anyway. But anyway, they didn't do physical therapy that first few hours after surgery. So first thing the next morning, PT, or actually OT, came and she got me up, put me on a walker, and we walked the hall. And I was able to I was babying it, no and if buts about it, but I was still able to put full weight bearing on my knee, my right knee that I had the surgery on. And that was about 9 in the morning, or a little before 9, I guess. And then about an hour later, PT came and he took me on the walker and we walked the whole corridor like 2 times and then came back in, and probably within an hour from that, the tending doctor on the floor. They basically have all the patients' rooms have a assigned doctor that's on the floor for the most part, and the doctor came into the room. It was a female, and she said, "How do you feel about going home today?" She said, "I saw you walking, and you're like 2-3 days ahead of anybody's anticipated schedule. You're where you're at right now is 2-3 days. Most people aren't there for another 2 or 3 days, etc." So I said, "Okay, that sounds good. Let's go ahead and try that." And within an hour, I was literally out of the hospital. Now they did all along indicate that I was going to have, for the first week or two, some type of in-home physical therapy, people showing up at my house, in-home occupational therapy, and in-home nurse to come by and look at the bandage and wound, the healing, and change the bandage, we'll change the wrapping, I don't know. But anyway, all those supposed to happen. So that was on a Thursday. And next thing I knew, I was home, and they had all this stuff set up. So I was calling frantically late Thursday and then all day Friday, trying to get with the people in the hospital that's supposed to set up the in-home care, and I couldn't reach anybody. I just left recordings, and they said they check their messages twice a day and they'll get back. Well, I left like 5 or 6 messages and I never got back from me on that Friday. And then that Monday morning, because obviously I wasn't going to get anything going on after I didn't reach anybody and get anything scheduled on Friday. So they were closed, their offices were closed for Monday. And so I doing some construction work. Great, doing great, thank you. So they, or actually Monday morning, I decided to call again and left a message to no avail, and I was complaining about the fact that I went the entire weekend with no scheduled services. Thank you. Oh, good, thank you. So we'll go this route. Haven't been this route before. They left that message and still anticipating some type of a phone call. But in the meantime, I decided to call my surgeon's office, and I talked to the doctor's assistant, the surgeon's assistant, and told them what was going on. And I was concerned. I didn't know what was going on. No one came to check my bandage, and I was at home by myself the whole weekend with no assistance. My daughter had already gone. She's a flight attendant, so she had already left town. And I was literally at home by myself, just, a day after surgery, which was not a good thing, in my opinion, trying to get around, all that stuff. But anyhow, so she was appalled and said for me to come into their office, the surgeon's office, the next day, that Monday. And, this is on a Monday, so I was coming in on that Tuesday. And so, yeah, I did that, and they said that, somebody dropped the ball, etc., and they were apologetic. So we'll try higher gear, that works. And she checked the bandage, took the wrapping off, and said that the tape they use a special tape now instead of staples and stitches. They don't do the stitching and the staples anymore. They have a little special tape that they put over your wound, and it's in my description, it's like super glue. The kind of, it's a super sticking tape or bandage, and it almost had like a super glue coating on it. And over the course of time, it disintegrates on its own, and there's no need to go in to get the staples removed or stitches removed or anything like that. So it's amazing. I might try to show a picture of how it looks right now, 2 weeks later. But anyway, so she looked at it and said it looks great, and she was going to keep the bandage off, and I can go without it. She also, well, I should back up a little bit. My first morning, when I was in the hospital after the surgery, a resident came by. He was someone that's in, a residence in training that assisted in the operation, and he came by to give me his notes to be passed on to me from the doctor, saying that I had come through with the exceptional range of motion, and everything looked great, and that I had no restrictions to be full bearing weight on my knee, and just work on the swelling and do the PT and all that stuff, but there was no restrictions. So that's when I took that point of trying to make sure that I could walk on my knee with my full weight, but still holding the walker at the time. Anyhow, so at the surgeon's office, they took the bandage or the wrapping gauze bandage type thing off of the knee and kept it off, and just only had that tape bandage on there, that super glue stuff, as I describe it. I'm sure that's not super glue, but that's the way of describing it from my perspective. So, and gave me a sheet of different physical therapy offices that I could select and try to pick out and schedule to go to. And since I already had a physical therapy that I was using prior to going into the surgery, I wanted to go back to that same office, and that worked out. So that's what I did. And I was in physical therapy that Thursday. So this was on the Tuesday, and that Thursday I had physical therapy. And I have 3 times a week physical therapy. And my range of motion, yesterday was my second day, or no, it's my third physical therapy session. I had one Thursday, yeah, so anyway. My range of motion now is, my extension is a little lacking. It's at 8%, it should be at 0. But my flexation is at 105 degrees. And I think they said the goal was 90 degrees after 4 weeks, and I'm about 105 after 2 weeks. So anyhow, that's in my analysis, that would be considered a bit miraculous, the fact that I'm able to do this. And I am totally pedaling. I've been pedaling this entire time I've been talking on a knee that was replaced 2 weeks ago. So I have physical therapy tomorrow, and I'm actually going to ride my bike to it. I think they'll be a bit amazed, but I don't think it'll be any problem. Start off a little early, take it nice and easy, and ride my bike. So we'll see. That's what I anticipate doing. Who knows? After this little bike ride, my knee may swell up and not be in a position to do that. Nonetheless, that's what's going on. I want to say that I feel that my recovery from this total knee replacement is primarily due to my working out prior to going in for surgery. I think that I was really in good shape and prepared, and my glutes have been worked out. I've been working them out, riding my bike and exercises. I don't know if you've seen any of my exercise videos, but anyway, all those things really put an impact in on keeping me and getting me in shape. So I'm a believer in, and several of the professionals, including my doctor, also agree that that is a huge factor in the road to recovery. So I'm going to highly recommend those that are having things like this done, especially total knee replacement, that if you're able to, you don't want to overdo anything or damage anything that's, but if you're able to, get your workout in and get yourself in good condition, or as good a condition as you possibly can, while you're getting ready for your surgery. So I truly believe that was the key to my quick recovery in this situation. So anyhow, just wanted to give you guys an update on that and make a quick video. I was supposed to, I'll put a little thing out there. I had anticipated almost every day after surgery getting up and making a video on where I was, what my progress was, and things like that. But unfortunately, I just couldn't pull it off. One of the things that I was faced with was I was very uncomfortable sitting down for anything more than 5 minutes. So it was hard for me to sit at my desk or sit anywhere and try to make a recording. So, and this is my first recording. It's with me on my bike and in motion. So that kind of solidifies the fact that I need to kind of be moving and not in a sitting situation. Whew, my hand's going a little numb. So anyhow, that's my update for now, and hope everyone's doing good and enjoy my update and road to recovery. Okay, take care. Bye.